Hi Mustang families, Mr. McNerlin here. In this video, I'll be talking about how we set up the left hand and some things that you should look for when your child is practicing at home. So the first thing you'll notice that I'm doing is I'm marking some X's on my hands. You may hear your child refer to these as the magic X's. And I use these to show children where they touch the violin. The first is here on the inside of my index finger, where the finger meets the hand, and the other is on the inside of my thumb knuckle. So when we are in rest position, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get to playing position, what I tell students to do is slide down the neck to their magic X's. You'll notice that there is a space in between my hand right here, which I call the saddle, and the neck of the violin. The only 2 points of contact are the magic X on my finger here and on my thumb here. There's no tension. I'm not squeezing. Many students will do this, what I call in the saddle. They'll sit in the saddle and there will be no space. Or they have what I call pizza box hand, where they flatten their wrist like this and touch the wrist to the instrument, like they're holding a pizza. This makes them unable to put their fingers down and makes them squeeze in order to depress the strings appropriately. So often I use the imagery of imagining an egg between the wrist and the violin, and if they crush it, it'll goop all over their arm. Or I have them ask them to push the back of their hand toward the scroll. Should be a nice line here, and when fingers are placed down, they should be nice and tall. I often tell my students to pitch a tent so that there is a space here where a little furry animal could come and hide during the winter. If you see flat fingers, students have to work extra hard to depress the strings, but if fingers are nice and tall, they get all the strength of their hand, and it's actually very easy for them to push the strings down. So those are some things to look for. If you see pizza box hand, you can ask them, just put your hand here and ask them to bring the hand there. That can also work. Tell them to bring their hand to you. You can also tell them to curve those fingers, right? Thanks for watching, Mustang parents, and I'll have some songs that our students are learning so that you can see what to look for.